Dun, 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 dun. Hello. Hi everyone. How's it going? I've got a bit of a burnt mouth. You ever just eat food that's like it's like hot? I'm firmly on the side of just eating the damn food instead of waiting, or drinking the beverage instead of waiting. You know, so there's some freaks out there in the world that will desperately declare that they cannot stand when food or beverage is cold, and then when they get a hot food or beverage, they'll sit there and not eat or drink it for like 10 minutes, waiting for it to cool down, only for it to get too cold and then not want to eat or drink it again anyway. And I can't stand those types of people, so I just eat it. And I don't drink it because I don't drink hot beverages. But the food, I'll just eat it. And I burn the shit out of my mouth. But honestly, you know what? It's worth it for the just to say I'm not a hypocrisy. So hope everyone's doing well. I'm doing pretty okay. I'm having a good time. I'm just trying to get this set up. Unfortunately, as luck would have it, I have been summoned early for work today, so I'm not able to actually do the Pop Tropica stuff that I was gonna do, because that, especially that island, is gonna take a while probably. From what I remember, 24 karat island was borderline impossible. I'm also gonna pop this filter back on, so if it sounds bad, I apologize. But I have no idea. I still haven't really figured out which one the best thing is to do there. But yeah, just generally speaking, it's a little upsetting, but you know what? We're here anyway. It's okay, you know. And also, I'm a little late, and I apologize there. I've just, sleep is fun, you know. You ever just try to get enough sleep and doesn't work out? Yeah, man. We there. But yeah, just generally, we're gonna have a good time. Why don't I have 40 gigabytes of space available? That doesn't sound right at all. What the hell? That doesn't sound right. I had like 90 the other day. What happened? Who inflated my thing? That's a little messed up. Yeah, what happened? Did I install a game that's like 60 gigabytes? What the hell happened to my space? Nothing I have is all that large. What the heck? I'm just gonna ignore it for now. And we're gonna jump into the topic of today, because this is what I was gonna do if we had some time left during the stream, after like the island was complete. But since we aren't going to be doing the island, I figured we just jump into it now, which is random. Well, not random, but tier lists that I think I have some opinions on. That I didn't think I had opinions on until I thought about it. And for one, we're going with facial hair. We're going to start with facial hair, which I know is a weird choice to begin with. Um, but like there's some obvious reasons behind it. Oh, that didn't work. Eh, sorry, y'all. It's been a minute. It's been a minute. And that didn't even work. It says it's on, which means I know where it is. Okay, if it's on, I know where it is. It's over here. Yes, sir. I'm so smart and stuff. Well, I'm not, because, like, I... Boink, boink. There we go. Hey, everyone. How's it going? Um, we're here to discuss things to be tiered. And listen, do not... What is this? Check out other random tier list templates. And the most recent user submitted random tier lists. I mean, that sounds fun. We can go do that. I only have one other one pulled up because this is the main one that I wanted to talk about. This is the only one I thought, because when I thought we'd have some time, I thought like, oh yeah, we'd have like 20 minutes. I could bang out like a facial hair tier list. Um, we have to do this for like 3 hours. So we're gonna have a good time, probably. I'm gonna have a great time because I have some genuine opinions about this. I used to think as a kid who couldn't grow facial hair, who thought, oh man, everyone with a beard is insanely cool and I'm insanely jealous. I thought any facial hair was a big thumbs up. Nowadays, wow, what a picture. Nowadays, I'm almost on the complete opposite side of the spectrum. I don't know what it is. Just I don't hate facial hair. I just think there's certain ones that people can pull off, and there's ones people shouldn't even bother trying to pull off. So let's see what the options are here, because we have a lot. There's a lot of different types of facial hair. Unfortunately, they don't name them in this tier list. So that's gonna. I was hoping for names here, but it's fine. I can remember them. First of all, there is. Let's move me. Where do I want to? I'll go here. I'll go right. That's. I can go like here. So, I mean, because right now all that's really important for my judgment is my facial hair, which is currently I'm attempting, if we can see it on there. Let's go to the camera. Let's go to the big boy camera. Hey guys, how's it going? It's me. Hey. We got some shing over here, and we got the stash going. I'm trying. What the overarching goal here is to have the chops and the stash connect, but my facial hair, my genetics don't allow that. At least as far as current uh growing would suggest. So I don't know if it's ever gonna happen, but basically this is the look that I'm going for. And if we're talking about people, if we're talking about like this face shape and this person, I think this is the worst thing this guy could possibly go for. I think for the normal person, if you have like a long, it depends on face shape. I feel like facial hair is very dependent on face shape. And like it just doesn't, like, that does not look good on him. I think it looks better than all the alternative for me. So I like it for me. But at the same time, there's days where I wake up and I look in the mirror and I'm like, what the heck am I? Why do I look like a monster? You know? What? I feel so stupid. So, but I do really like the chops. I don't like this big of chop. I feel like I used to love the big beard. I'm not into it so much anymore. I feel like if you're gonna have a beard, you don't want it to go too far out, because then it just makes you look fucking unhinged, man. So, I feel like I'm gonna fucking throw up, and I can't give you a reason why. I just do suddenly. I'm scratching my foot, by the way, before you think this hand movement is too extreme. There's itchy foot. You ever just wear the wrong socks and then you wear them to bed and you're like, ah, shit, I'm so itchy now. Yeah, that's me right now. But yeah, regular chops is again what I'm rocking, so I'm a little bit biased about it. I would say that's like at least an A, or I would maybe say B for most people, but because I'm a fan of it, I'm gonna bump it up to A. The the big fluffy ones, like that's like C to F. Why isn't there an F, by the way? I know they're trying to be nice, but we're not trying to be nice. We're trying to be reasonable and correct. So let's get an F tier. Oh, F tier. There we go. Because I do believe there is F tier facial hair. And I'll state it right now. If you're going to grow something, give it your all. Don't just grow like a patch of it. First of all, this tier list is terrible. It doesn't even have just a regular just mustache. But I think in order for facial hair to at least look half decent, it has to include some mustache. Like if you're just growing the side stuff, like or at least like this, like I feel like just chops can look fine, but at the same time it has to be very like well groomed. If it's like just chops and that's it, you're gonna look freaking crazy. Like this with just chops, I feel like that looks fine. With this, no. But with the chin stuff, especially, like this guy, this is like your everyday average Joe. Like this is like, yeah, like I can see this being a thing. It's nice. It's not super thick. It's honestly, it's honestly just what the doctor ordered. I don't know why it's so damn boxy. It has no right to be that square. I couldn't look at this person and say, yeah, I know, I could love you, but I mean, like, it's just silly. Also, when I've only just recently come to notice this, and it has changed my perspective on facial hair for the worse. You see those little patches that don't want to grow hair? That shit is just completely ruins a beard for me. Because in my eyes, a beard, if you're gonna grow one, that stuff's gotta like encompass the entire chin. Because that's what makes sense if you're gonna have a beard, right? But you can't. Or at least a good chunk of people apparently can't because that zone just refuses to grow hair for some people. And it's like, well, at least for like everyone that I've seen, and like you see a person with a beard, and you're like, oh yeah, it's a nice beard. Until you really look at it, and you notice the freaking empty holes where their mouth is, and you're like, oh well, I can't look at you anymore. You're just ugly, and I'm sorry, but that's just the truth. So that's one of the main reasons why I try to stay clean shaven on the chin. Not just because I can barely grow it, but because when I do grow it, it's just there's so much empty up here, and it's just so gross to me. It just makes it feels like I'm outlining my mouth with hair, and it doesn't make sense, and I dislike it. So this here I will put an A. I'll put it higher. Actually, no, I won't because I don't understand the boxy nature of it. I don't like the boxy nature of it, and plus it includes the chin, and any chin hair just kind of is a big no for me. I don't really have much else of a reason. This one though, I mean this reminds me of somebody, and I can't really pinpoint who it is. This guy can grow it down there a lot better than this guy. Oh, look at the difference. Look at how much higher up that beard is in comparison to this guy. Like that, it feels fuller. It looks nicer. It's genuinely. If it wasn't so damn large and in charge, I would be all over it. But I honestly don't like it as much as that one. I'm putting those down to B. I feel like that just makes sense for me. But the one that I think no one on earth can ever rock and actually look good is the damn like chin goatee diaper thing. Like, what are you doing? Like, I understand if that's all the facial hair you can grow, and you're just trying to grow some out, see what your options are. But once you discover that it's just the goatee looking thing, because I don't even know if I think a full goatee is like with the stash on top of that. But like, what the hell's wrong with you? Why would you want this? Like, this is disgusting. Like, this genuinely makes you look stupid. It's like, oh, hey, yeah, I've got hair on both ends of my face. Like, I've got two different sets of hair. Like, if you think I look weird up here, just turn your head around and look at me from the other angle. I'll still have hair. So, suck it. It's just terrible. Like I like this. Keep in mind, I love this tier list because it's the same person with all the facial hair, the same drawing of people with all the facial hair. Oh, all of these, you can make a case for like a solid backstory. Like, oh yeah, like this guy, he's like in like freaking as seen on TV commercials. Maybe Billy Mays is who I'm thinking of. Oh, this guy, like, maybe, like, like, people do, like, these are people that you'd see in the world. This is Mr. Douchebag. I can't see anything but Mr. Douchebag on this. And not even saying that douchebags wear goatees. I don't think they do, because they understand that it looks stupid as hell. I cannot imagine working and seeing. I have not seen anyone with this except for, like, online. And it is such a shame for those people. And it's just like, dude, you're better off just going clean shaven, which is unironically, at least for me, the best way to wear facial hair is to not wear it at all. Unless you're bald, in which case the opposite effect takes place, where the more hair, the better. So, like, these people would look much better if they were bald. I'm gonna say it because you have to like balance it out. Now that you ain't got no hair up there, it should start filling out down here, so at least you have some sort of hair going on, because otherwise you're just gonna look a little strange. You're gonna look a little weird. But if you got the hair up here, then you definitely just you want to keep it as much up here as possible without overdoing it here. I feel like I'm correct in every way there. The rest of these don't matter too much. This one's pretty nice. I would say this is actually pretty dang good. Which is weird because it's got the chin stuff, and I don't really like the chin stuff. But I feel like with the mustache, again, it at least makes it look like a full beard. You rock this shit, I'm gonna punch you. But just add a mustache to it, and suddenly, oh hey, yeah, you look like a person. You look like freaking Mario Lopez, or at least how Mario Lopez looks in my brain. So hey, more power to you. The freaking bow tie hair thing. I mean, I love that mustache. That beard makes you look ridiculous. It'll put you at top of B, I guess, because you just look. It looks great. I mean, I personally am honestly a pretty nice fan of that. I wouldn't do it because again, the chin. I can't imagine living with the chin like. You know, I'm about to drop it to C. I'm sorry, because I can't imagine like this. But this is like this isn't really beard. This is like under the chin beard, which I shave the entire under the chin area because I think I look freaking ridiculous with any sort of facial hair popping out or trying to exist underneath. I think it looks stupid, so I'm gonna swap those around because that's I can't deal with that. Like unless it's all growing out, in which case I still think that's terrible. I think it looks ridiculous. I don't know what happened. I used to be such a pro facial hair person, but I just can't. I just can't. Again, you have to be bald to pull it off, and I would rather not be bald. So facial hair is not for me, man. Let's see. This is like Chris Hemsworth. And like, see, this is nice. I love a beard that completely connects the face. That is honestly probably the only way you're gonna be able to save yourself. It's like Ryan Reynolds. This is good. This is fantastic. Because there's no weird separation. It's not like, oh, I just can't make it work. Like you just exist and the hair fills out your face. That is the only way facial hair could work. Is if it fills out your face, it's not too much. It's just like oh hey yeah, like it's coming. Like I don't like if that was any bigger, I think that would look kind of terrible. Like if it's too thick like this, I'm not a big fan of it. Like I'm not too on board with that. I like it more than the box, but like it's just like it needs to be like a nice like patch almost. Like it's almost like you like they had a rug on their face and you went ah, and like you just it left some of the remnants. Like I trim what I've got, and I don't got a lot, but I trim it because I don't want it poking too much off my face, because it makes me feel like I look insane. So this is good. I like when it fills out the face. I think that is good facial hair. It's like with the chops. Again, it's not like I have all that prominent of them, which honestly is a blessing. But and again, I wish they were more full. I don't like how they just sort of sit at the bottom of my face. whenever I imagine someone with facial hair, I imagine like if they're going for the chops, I imagine something like this, where like it goes at least up to like the brim of like the mustache here. But mine just kind of just flutters down at the chin, at the lip, which makes me sad. It really does. Well, but I don't really futz around with this. And like again, I would like to like shave this a little better because it could use a little bit of a cutting down. It's been a minute since I had to, but like I like I like the sideburn connecting to the rest of the hair because otherwise I think it's just insanity. I think it's honestly just straight up insanity. You have to be losing your mind to go for that. You really do. You really, really do. Um, because imagine this person with just the beard, and in fact, I can probably find that because I'm sure he's here. Maybe I already ranked it. Basically, it's just this, but without the sideburn. With the sideburns, I think that would look better. But it also needs to not be so damn boxy. Whoever told this person the boxy looked good? That's I hate it. I hate the box. Again, the rest of the facial hair it works. The idea of this facial hair works, but the execution with the freaking box ruins it. This is not the same. Oh, it's a bit deeper, which means I like it less. It just looks ridiculous. Most of this is beard centric. There's no like just mustache, which is a shame. Because like if you just put this mustache up there, I'd put that up there. I wouldn't rock it. I think it looks ridiculous on me. But I've seen people come into our store and rock that kind of mustache and just a mustache. Dude looks crazy. Dude looks baller. Because that's like the right placement for extra facial hair. If you're gonna put extra facial hair on, or like the cowboy stash down, I feel like that's not too bad. But it's just like imagine like just chopping like this off, like Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan didn't look weird at all because of the way he rocked his stash. If he fully goateed that shit, he would not have been the same level of fame or fortune because people would thought he was disgusting. This one looks like it has an extra like he like took like a little snip off his chin. Like he grew a full beard and said, I think they cut it, and they started at the top of the chin, and they noticed just how deep their beard ran. They're like, I kind of like it. It's gonna take a couple of years to grow this back. Fuck it, we'll just drop it. But now he just looks ridiculous. Looks ridiculous. So I mean, overall, it's literally just this, but more full. So again, not a big fan. And honestly, I do like this because again, it connects the whole face. So you're off to a fantastic start there. This is like up here. Connects the whole dang face. Again, if there were no beard, this is literally just this. If there were no beard, I honestly would like this a lot more. If you cut off the chin parts, it would feel a lot more sane. I don't think chops without a mustache works, though. I think if you just had this, you'd look freaking stupid. But with the stash connecting, or at least having a stash to try to connect it, like me, it at least it sustains itself. It looks okay. And you got the freaking Amish. This somehow is worse than the goatee to me, and I can't. I again, if the mustache was there, because I look at this one and I still don't like it. But at least with the mustache being there, it connects everything. It kind of, like, I can see what you're going for. You do just the chin. Like, if you have facial hair that, like, exposes, like, especially if you got this guy's face. I don't know what it is. He got a really punchable face. But then he doesn't, because look at him over here. He looks perfectly fine. But the moment you add some freaking hair down, like, to his chin, it just makes him look like I want to kick his ass. And I've never said that about anybody in my life. But this guy in particular, he's looking at me funny, and I'm not liking it. But I mean, like I just don't. Ugh. You put a beard on without a mustache, and it makes you look silly as hell. Like I can't be on board with that. And I don't know where this came from. But it's just true for me. I got my monkey blanket on. I call it monkey blanket because there's monkeys on it. I had it since I was like 2 years old. We bought. Um, this I just look at it and I genuinely like. He looks like a fish in my eyes. He reminds me of a fish. And if you look like a fish and you aren't a fish, you gotta shave your facial hair. That's just a good life lesson to go by. Sorry, I'm just turning off my sound and everything. I got a couple more hours. Let's keep going though. Let's keep this train moving. Because now we've got, which one do I want to do next? This one is just a better version of this. Because even though I still don't like it, it at least looks more normal than this one. Whoever does this with their chin needs to reconsider just wearing a necktie. Because clearly that's the goal they're going for. Like, I love neckties. I want to wear them everywhere. Then just wear them everywhere, dude. You don't even have a shirt with a collar. Just wear a necktie. This is not worth it. This is freaking. I don't like it. It's so round. It makes their face so round. It looks like they've been like swollen with facial hair. Looks like they swallowed a bunch of bees, but they just grew out their facial hair. Like, I'm sorry, man. I just don't like it. I like this one because it just goes around their face. It's a form-fitted facial hair. This is like, oh yeah, I'm letting it grow, and like no matter what, if you're gonna grow out facial hair, there's gonna be an awkward period. But the worst thing is for the end result to look like an awkward period. And this is like, and this definitely screamed that. I want to punch this guy. I feel bad for saying it, but he just, this same mustache with the funky, weird beard, it's fine, I guess. It's just so much beard, dude. Like, what are you doing? Like that refined mustache with the insanity down below does not match. And oh my goodness, what is happening here? It looks like a bird on the bottom, like flapping around in a bird bath, while someone tries to put the lid on it as if it's like a Roadrunner Wile E. Coyote bit, like Wile E. Coyote got Roadrunner to get into a bird bath, but it's actually just a big freaking pan full of boiling oil, and he's about to close the lid on him. Like, what is happening here? It's fine, I guess. Like, it looks okay, but like between these, I would rather have that because again, it fills out the face a little more. Between these, I think I would even rather have that. And then we have the full-fledged crazy beard. And again, my statement, I think this looks terrible on him. Unless he goes bald. If he goes bald, it's up there. I think that looks great. I think the more the damn merrier with when you're bald. Because again, you gotta ration that shit out. You gotta move it. How as this man currently stands, it still is good. You know, like I think it's at least like down here, probably even higher than this. The full-fledged goatee. Hey, Soup. Soup's here. Oh, can you see him? No, he's like dodging the camera perfectly. Dude's a gamer. Hey, Sue. What's going on, buddy? Come here. Why are you so screamy? Did you just eat? I see you licking your chops. Did you just eat? Did you have a good meal? Crazy little guy. He's a sweetheart. He's a sweetheart. Hey, Sue. What a sweetheart. Okay. There's our facial hair tier list. I think this is good. I think this is pretty dang respectable. So yeah, either just don't even bother. Just don't bother. And if you're gonna bother, so the light everything works. Or you could go for the chops. I feel like those are the three peak. Or if you're bald, just let it grow, dude. Yeah, let it grow. Let it grow. Okay. I'm gonna keep this one on here because I like the idea of doing a random tier list. But for now, I don't know what the hell this is. Is this like the? Are these the people from like the Myers Briggs test? Is that what this is? Like the philosopher, the scientist, the thinker. You know, I guess this is ridiculous. They got like they got days of the week. Days of the week I could do. I could actually days of the week, yeah. Oh, and you get functions. Functions? Okay, well that just sounds ridiculous. We gotta do functions. Let's do days of the week though. I could totally do days of the week. Create this tier. Brother. Brother, what's going on? Hi, Soup. Dude, we hung out all day yesterday. Not all day, but like most of the day. What's going on? Hi, bud. He's a sweetheart. He's amazing. So days of the week. Do I have big opinions on this? I wouldn't necessarily say. People, I saw from the tier list from before, people seem to think this is the way the weekend rolls around. Which, first of all, again, I need to state this boldly. Oh, I didn't even look at the community rankings here. Let's look at the community rankings here. So you see how people agree. Yep, clean shaven. Everyone loves a good clean shave. The worst one is the one that I thought was at least like third place, which is kind of messed up. But I get it. People, the chops aren't for everyone. Um, at least the majority of people agree that this is stupid. I can't believe this got second place though. That's messed up. Like that's actually insanity. This is a good way of pointing it out. I think this man with those chops, he looks freaking great. Like especially from afar. Like look, like facial hair from afar is a very important like thing to reconsider when you're doing facial hair because most people when you look at them you're going to like walk and they're going to be coming at you and then they're going to pass and never see you again. So you got to make a good impression while you're over there. And I feel like these chops, dude, they freaking make him look great. They pop his face like crazy. And this still makes him look very punchable. Have to be honest. I'm trying to look for somebody who ranked the freaking goatee look high. Mike Shinoda. Who the hell is Mike Shinoda? Almost everybody but that guy ranked that facial hair low as hell. Yeah, there he is at D. Now, how is it second place? Is he just from that one guy? He made a That's insanity. But yeah, let's look at days of the week again. So, I mean, it's tough to say because I mean, again, I do work. I work full time, but it's not like the hours are super set for me. Like I work weekends. I work occasionally. I work like every other weekend. I work most of the weekdays. I don't work Fridays, and Fridays are when I get to hang out with my sisters. So honestly, that's pretty S tier. It also marks the weekend, which as a kid was always the best. I always included Friday with the weekend. Like I know controversial take. It's just Saturday, Sunday, but shut up. I also think that this setup of the days of the week is inherent. Oh, I thought they did it in order. They did not. Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Wednesday. Okay, yeah, never mind. I thought it was in order. In which case, I was gonna say Sunday belongs up here. I think I think people have forgotten that calendars exist, and so they don't use them, and then they think that Monday is the beginning of the week, which is just messed up and wrong. Sunday is the start of the week. And I'm tired of people saying it's not. You end and start your week at your week with a chill day. Because that's what Saturday and Sunday are. I mean, honestly, most of these days mesh together in my head. But if I had to choose ones that I like the most, Friday's good because that's like my set day off. I got Fridays and I get to do stuff on them. It's awesome. And again, if I'm thinking about it back then, it was just nice little. It was a nice thing to be like, oh yeah, running a weekend, get to play some games, have a good time. Saturday is up there. But I don't know if anyone out in the universe would ever agree with this take, but when I have a day off and and it's up to me to decide what I'm gonna do, sometimes they're great, but sometimes it's literally the most miserable experience in the world because I just need to be doing something. And sometimes there's a day where I have off and I just have nothing. I have no ideas. I can't think of something to do, or like I just don't think I have time to do a thing I want to do, and I just break down. Not like into like shambling tears, but I just like sit there and I do nothing for hours, and I feel terrible at the end of the day. I'm like, I wasted my day off, but at the same time, I can't think of anything to do. And I'm like, oh, I'll just watch some shows or a movie and relax. But then I do that, and I don't think I did anything. And I feel like I wasted the day. I have to be doing something. There is no such thing as a relaxing any of these days for me. So they all very quickly blend together. There's nothing that I specifically do on any of these days but Fridays because I just like doing shit. I just like being busy. So with that, I think this is genuinely just how I need to rank it, just based off of everything. Because I love every day. I don't have a single problem. Actually, you know what? Tuesdays Chinese food places are closed, so that's a pretty big downside there. I have to say. Garfield doesn't like Mondays, but Garfield's a friggin' idiot, so it's fine. Pizza Friday as well for school. Pizza Friday was always the best, so that's up there. I'm trying to think if there's any reasons why I would like other days more. Tuesdays and Thursdays were mock trial meetings. I loved mock trial back in high school. But I don't think that bumps any of them up or down enough. So it obviously doesn't really relate to now. Yeah, honestly, I think that's just it. I think that's it. I have nothing else to say about the days of the week. Wednesday, I like how long it is. I like the silliness of it. I think if I thought about it a little more, I would genuinely have a good, respectable opinion for all of these. You know what? Actually, Sundays, I'm gonna bump down just a skosh into with Tuesday. But I still like Tuesday's the worst because since it's church and I live in a kind of not super urban part of the old Pennsylvania, a lot of people are out on the road when I'm trying to walk to work on Sundays, and that's the day where I'm always like I might actually get hit by a car and die today. And if I'm not, there's a lot of freaking horses outside that are like, "Hey, I'm gonna really mess up your travel plans and shit all over the floor." Like it's unfortunate. It's upsetting. The rest of the days I have no opinions on. Let's see what other people think though. So I am curious. This is a very well-rounded list. Monday and Tuesday going into D is kind of a crime in my opinion. I do think Tuesday, if you're gonna say a worst day of the week, it's probably Tuesday. Yeah, it's just kind of how it is. Wednesday, I feel like is like peak appointment day. Like you have like a doctor's appointment or dentist appointment or like any like chiropractor appointment. You're like, I'm gonna make it for the middle of the week, Wednesday, please. And just have it set square in the middle so you don't overshoot or undershoot when you think you'll be prepared for it for the week. It's a good day. Thursday is like Mr. Pass me by. I have nothing to say. It's just kind of a Thursday, like Thursdays just exist. Yeah, it's just this guy loves Wednesdays. That's crazy. I mean, good on you. Loving a Wednesday. You gotta respect the people who like the days that aren't like Mr. Obvious. I just happen to do about the same thing every day, so it doesn't exactly do much for me. Okay, let's go back to the random tier list. Let's go back to the random set. Okay, here we go. Let's see what's next. These are fruits, freaksays. My whack ass sickness tier list. It was fun while it lasted. Polio in the what's wrong with this guy? What is that? Who and AIDS, and the picture is Phineas and Ferb making out. Okay, this guy needs a little bit of. I thought it said yeast inflation. All right, this guy's got he's got a bit of a funky life going on there. Different types of eggs. I couldn't even name half those. I gotta be honest. And besides, scrambled is the best anyway, so it doesn't even matter. Who are these people? What is this? What is happening? This is only my opinion? Well, what kind of opinion is this? Oh, can I just click on this real quick? What kind of opinion are you stating here? Europe's great. America and Australia are okay. Not rich, but no wars. First of all, untrue, but okay. Both have only four good countries, and the rest is in internal, I assume, conflict and poor economy. Like, what? Who? Just a giant iceberg and no one lives there. First of all, people do live there. You're going insane. Scientists live there. Um, what? Who? This isn't like an opinion a single person was expecting from anybody. I guess it's kind of how tier lists work. You know, you just kind of, I guess, kind of come and go. Well, like, dude, you could have just said nothing. I don't mind a continental tier list, but I don't think Antarctica. Hey, Antarctica is at least better than Australia. Let's get that right. I think Antarctica's great. Yeah, there we go. Someone popped in Antarctica. I guess if they were looking at a country's tier list, but like a continent's tier list, but who bases it off of the wars and the economy? Like, why are you upset that like Africa's economy isn't that great, to your opinion, which it probably isn't even true? Like, brother, what are you talking about? Okay, eggs, religions. I'm not gonna jump into that. Okay, I ranks on hair. That's just colors of hair. That's not even like maybe we could do it, I guess, but like I don't think this isn't hair color tier list. What colored hair would no, I don't have any opinions on this. I don't care about that at all. Letters again. Is that airlines? I have no idea. Okay, there is seven. I thought there was like 12 options for the days in a week, and I was very confused. Let's jump to let's see. Ooh, college majors tier list. That could be pretty fun. Let's hold off on these for now. Let's go to the other one that I had, which was an herbs and spices tier list. Um, I have to be honest. I'm not gonna know all these probably, and I have a notoriously horrible palate because I can barely taste anything. With that said, I'll be right back because I need to pee. But after that, we're gonna jump straight into the herbs and spices tier list, and it's gonna be crazy. Be right back. Return. Hi, Sue. Oh, chill. Why are you so screamy, man? Just having a good time. Just having a good time. Little guy. He's so screamy. Not screaming in here. He was screaming on the floor. So, he's well, man. You can go if you want, but I don't know what the purpose is. I got my blanket on because whenever I'm sitting here, eventually he will come and sit on like my lap and just chill for it with me forever until I move. But he just claws the shit out of my legs. Like I got so many claw marks, like my arms too. Like there's so many just markings and cuts and scrapes and shit. Like right down here. Dude just has no chill. Where is it? I literally just, it's right there. There it is. There's a big old line. Like I'm fudged up. Okay, so let's get started. um, I'm gonna I'm gonna go off on a bit of a tangent here. There's too many seasonings. The universe does not allow people to taste everything. There's some things out there, like paper, which don't really have a taste to us. I'm sure other animals, though, they got that taste down on lock. And they think it's amazing. Like freaking pandas, they eat that shit all the time. But you just can't taste all of these. I refuse to believe all of these had their own individual, unique, genuinely important taste to where they need to exist. Like allspice, dude, you can't be all the spices. That's just impossible. Get out of here. Like, what do? You think you're better than everybody? Like, I don't understand. Can't imagine the flavor. Get rid of that. Even though I know there's some of these that I'm not going to be able to tell you, like goangle. Like, what the hell is goangle? I can't imagine the taste of that, but I also never heard of it. So it's literally the exact same thing. So get rid of that tier. It's unnecessary. Also, have some respect for the tier list. Punctuate that shit. There we go. Like be reasonable here. Even this, even that. There you go. See, it's not that hard. It's just capitalizing, man. It's not that hard. Asafoetida. That has to be like that's like Sugma D's nuts, you know? Like that's not actually a thing. Asafoetida. I just fucked today. And that's what that one is. Which is like good for you, but like get out of here. Basil. Basil, I think bro is scream. Cat on the table. Hey, Soup. What's up, dude? Hi. Buddy, hi. Yes, hello. You gotta chill. We're doing chill today. We're chilling. We're chilling. Dude does not want to chill. Basil is good. People put it on pizza like all the time. Like just random basil leaves. Just like they'll just smack an entire basil leaf on a pizza. And suddenly people think it's better. I don't agree there, but I do think it has at least some amount of flavor to where it's like pretty okay. Caraway seeds I've not had. Cacao is just chocolate, right? It's chocolate powder. I I wouldn't put it on stuff. Same thing with cinnamon. Like the sweet ones are fine, but they have to go in sweet things. If you put cinnamon on my steak, I'm gonna kill you. But if you put it on like a donut, I might still kill you because sometimes I'm not craving cinnamon. There's days where I think cinnamon is the greatest thing in the universe. There's days where I want it to go away from me. And I want nothing to do with it. Chives look like cattails, and I know I've had a chive, and I don't remember liking them all that much. But I like the little flower that they grow with, apparently. That's pretty cool. They got the freaking Horton Here's a Who plant going. Hi, Sue. Don't climb my shelf. You psycho. Psycho. Hi. Why can't we just chill? Dude. Dude, take it easy. Take it easy, man. You wanna sit? Wanna sit on the lap? That sound nice? That sound fun? Okay. I want to try. You need to chill. You just want some loving. You get some loving right here. So sweet, buddy. So sweet. Such a nice guy. There we go. He's simmering down. There he goes. Yeah, there he goes. There's my buddy. Yeah. Yeah, that's my buddy. My buddy. Okay. Here, I guess we got him on lockdown, baby. But yeah, so chives, or from what I remember anyway, and again, take all this with a grain of salt. Salt. Love salt. I eat that shit. Probably need to stop. But like it's great. I'm actually not gonna put it at S. I don't really I can't honestly think of a seasoning that deserves to be an S. Hey. Hi, yes. It's like it reminds me of like condiments. You don't need them. Like they're nice additions on some occasions, but most of the time, dude, you don't need a condiment, and you don't need a seasoning. Just eat it. Who cares if it's bland? You're eating the food. You're not eating the condiment, and you're not eating the seasoning. If you have to have salt to make something taste good, you just like salt. If you need cinnamon to make something taste good, you just want the cinnamony taste in there. Like, you just want the cinnamon. You eat the freaking cinnamon stick. You go and eat the cinnamon stick. You don't need all the other crap. Like, if I'm eating a french fry and I'm like, oh man, I really wish this had salt on it. Then why am I eating french fries? I don't like french fries. I just want the salt. And point stands, I eat plain ass french fries. I like the taste of french fries. It's not that hard. Um, Bay leaf. Or is bay leaf the bay? No. What the hell is bay leaf? I know, like it's a leaf. I think it's basil. I think they just miss. I think basil just comes in two different varieties. So no, horseradish is okay. Horseradish honestly can go like up there. It's strong, but it's good. I think horseradish definitely. You know, I'll just put that. I honestly, if I'm gonna have anything on top of anything, horseradish is up there. But cilantro, disgusting. The smell of it is disgusting. The taste of it is disgusting. Yeah, right, Soup? You're trying to pick my nose with your nose? Yeah, I had guinea pigs growing up, and they love cilantro, so I got to smell that shit daily, basically. Not daily, but like whenever we gave it to them. And it was disgusting. It was terrible. It was terrible, and I tried some because my family was like, oh yeah, cilantro, and then I just have some. Worst decision in the universe. If you want cilantro on your food, you're insane. Rose, that I don't like the flowery taste and the flowery smells. Cause that just makes me feel like I'm eating perfume or smell or like tasting perfume. I don't like it. I don't like it. Poppy seeds though, put that on a bagel. Do they have sesame seed? They do. They do. Fantastic. Those seeds are great. Seeds are fantastic. They don't do much of anything except add like a little bit of texture, and sometimes there's a bit more flavor difference. You can kind of tell if they like cook the sesame a little bit. Like they like cook, like if it's just sesame seeds, kind of just getting for like poppy seeds. You're doing it for like the crunchy of it more than anything. But it's pretty. I love it. I think it's fantastic. Do you have any other seeds? Mustard seed, actually. I mean, I don't think I would do mustard seeds, but I like mustard. I do like mustard. Good mustard, good. Put it in between the two types of basil. Lime leaf, I've never had that before. Mace, window. Mace, do you think they call him window because he went out the window? That's probably correct, honestly. Nutmeg. Nutmeg, that's not hazelnut. But isn't that what hazelnut's made out of? Or is it just nutmeg? Nutmeg, either way. It's a sweet one. Throw it in with the sweet ones. Szechuan pepper. I mean, it's like it's fine. Put it there, I guess. I don't like with chili powder and stuff. I think it's good, and like with horseradish being up there too. I can't really say this as confidently as I was about to, but I don't like having to fight my food when I eat it. If I'm eating my food, I want to just be able to enjoy the experience and like eat it to my heart's content. If I have to sit there and like be in pain for a few minutes in order to eat another one, like another bite. I don't want to eat that food. Like sour foods, like I don't like sour candy or anything like that. Spicy food, I like spice, but not like to the point where I am like in agony and then I'm like finally dying down. I'm like, let me take another bite. Like that's like no, I'm going to just eat the food that lets me eat it. You know, I'm not trying to. This isn't a tug of war. This is just it's surviving at the most base level. Star anise I've heard of, but I have not had, so I can see why that tier existed. Put it down with mace. I don't. I can't imagine what it tastes like at all. It sounds sweet though, so I'm gonna put it with the sweet stuff. Mace looks like shredded pieces of bacon, which sounds pretty good. MSG. I know what this is. Isn't this stuff that makes it sour? MSG, isn't it like the sour stuff? I hate that. I actually just don't like that at all. Like spice is good if it's like not super overpowering. Sour in any way is disgusting and I hate it. Onion powder. Ooh. Love onion powder. Oh, do I like it more than salt? Probably wouldn't say that, but I love onion. Where's garlic powder? Garlic? Terrible. The texture, where's onion? Is there just onion then, too? That also goes in terrible. Texture of that shit is disgusting. But the flavor is so good. I love that. I like that honestly more than I like the poppy seeds. I think garlic powder is amazing. That is just an extra life to your food. You know what? Yeah, fuck it. Get salt down there. I'm starting to be a salt hater. I gotta be honest. I used to like literally like scoop up salt and lick it in my hand. I don't do that anymore. I still enjoy salt, but I don't think I like it as much as I used to. Dill and dill seed. I don't know. I mean, it's just isn't dill just sour? Dill is like sour, but like to the point where it's like a flavor of sour, not like a feeling of sour, which I can be on board with. At least if we're talking to pickle. And I don't like pickle texture, but I like pickle flavor, so pretty good. Um, Oregano. That's just another basil, but it sounds nicer, so I'm actually gonna put it above basil. Parsley. It's another thing that they used to eat all the time, but I at least like the smell of this one, so I'm gonna just pop it right there because I feel like they deserve it. So a little bit of love. Mint. Actual worst thing on this list is the mint. I only like it in toothpaste, and that is only because it makes me feel like I'm actually cleaning my mouth. Like I had like red velvet cake toothpaste, which is just like regular toothpaste, but tasted like red velvet cake. It was fine. Didn't feel like I was brushing my teeth at all. It just felt like I was rubbing cake on my mouth. So I didn't really like the logic of that, so I stopped doing it. And I just went back to regular toothpaste. It's the only situation in which it is good. Isn't there another mint? There's peppermint, spearmint, and like cool mint or something. There's another mint. At least there's another mint in gum. So maybe it doesn't actually exist. Sage, I've heard raw sage is kind of terrible, but I've never actually had regular sage. But we'll put it there. Let's see. Paprika. I haven't really had much of it, but it's not like terrible. Put it like there. Clove? That's a clove? It looks like just burnt pieces of sticks. I don't think I've had this. Put it with the allspice. No, that's rude. Just put it down here. I've heard of it, but I've never actually had it. Wasabi is like Mr. What the hell is going on? Why are you feeding this to me? Yeah, get that out of here. I strictly stand by that principle because that's just a terrible way of living, at least in my opinion. Rosemary, I mean it's not. I'll put it down there. Black pepper. Black pepper, not that chunky of black pepper. If it's that chunky, I'm not eating that. That is literally like you're just trying to make me chew on a gobstopper. But like normally it's fine. It's like a staple. So I mean yeah, it's good. There's a reason it's a staple. Saffron, I only know it from Atomic Shrimp scamming videos. I've never actually had it. So we'll put it like above there, I guess. I mean, just because it's so funny, I'll put it at top of B. It's also pretty rare spice string. Curry leaf. I don't know what this tastes like, but if it's anything like the Indian food, like dip stuff, like whatever they put the chicken in, like for like chicken, whatever the hell my family gets when they order Indian food, it's terrible. I'm sorry. I'm one of those Indian food haters. Uh, for no good real reason. I like their bread, the non bread or whatever it is. That stuff's tasty as hell. Like the chicken was just terrible, and the rice was so freaking just bland. And then, but then you put with the sauce, that's the point of it. It tastes terrible, so it's just not great. Not. I'm not that big into the Indian food. Thyme, I like the name, but it's like fine. However, when you put them all together, you then get a pretty damn good album. So I'll at least put them in all in A together. So there we go. Let's see, vanilla. I actually really like vanilla as a sweet thing. Like I have to be in the mood for these sort of sweet things. Like these. I can't remember if paprika is sweet. I had to be honest. It's been a while since I have paprika. But vanilla, I can eat a vanilla thing. What's happening? It was loading. The mouse was loading. I got confused. But vanilla is always like a good time. I'm gonna be right back again. I think I put some fries in the air fryer because I'm hungry and I want to eat before I go to work. So I'm gonna go see if those are ready. I'll be right back. return. Sorry it was a little longer. um, this guy, over here, decided to just go right under my feet while I was in the fridge. So I was just giving him some warm embraces for a few minutes. He's good. He's good. I barely put much of my weight on my feet when I step. So he's just I guess kind of he like I think both front feet directly under my foot, but like I didn't put too much pressure, and he screamed like a maniac. So he was good, and he's great. Hi, buddy. He forgot it happened at this point. Like, oh, look at them. Look at this man. This is a man who forgets. All right, buddy. He's so sweet. He probably did it just to get that attention for a few minutes. Let's be real. But he's great, and he's okay. And I have fries now. So, pretty good life. Do I care about the rest of these? No, not really. I don't think I've had much of these. So this is my list. This is my seasonings list. It's pretty good, arguably. And as I mentioned, there's no seasoning on these fries. I was gonna put salt on them, and then I was like, let's hold off. Let's be chill. That's just kind of Like, it tastes good. Tastes great. So sesame, garlic powder, poppy seeds, vanilla, onion powder, salt. I'd honestly probably bump those up. That's good. That's great. These are great. These are good. And everything is kind of fizzles out from fills out from there. Let's feed a community. Garlic. Not even garlic powder takes first place. I get it though. Everyone loves garlic, and the pepper, and the vanilla, and the onion powder. It makes sense. Honestly, this all makes a lot of sense. Rose and F. That makes me feel good. Makes me feel very, very good. No one's heard of asafoetida because they haven't fucked today, which makes sense. Why would you? In this economy, out of your mind. Like, both mints making it an A is just terrible. That makes me feel really bad for the universe. They also split up parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme. It's just kind of bunk, if you ask me. But overall, pretty good. Let's go back. Let's go to more food and drink ones. I could do some more food and drink ones. We've already done a candy tier list. I think we've also done a cereal one too. Encyclopedia of sandwiches? That sounds kind of good, man. I can. What's wrong, man? I think I need to chew more. I think I'm gonna pop off camera for now. Just so I can eat like a person. I have the wrong button. There we go. Okay, so there's 40 different sandwiches here. Are these from a particular restaurant? Or are these just like, I think these are just standard sandwiches. Okay. I already see a lot of things that I like. I have to be real. And I love that they tell you what's on them too. Fantastic. Let's just go in order. First things first, bacon, egg, and cheese. Fried egg, American cheese, bacon. That's already one of the best sandwiches you've ever seen. Pop the camera back on. I need you to see my overwhelming joy for that. What a standard. What a great sandwich. Breakfast food, some of the best food out there. So you put that on a sandwich, it's a good day. Grilled cheese sandwich fried with butter. I would never have said fried, especially because it says it's a grilled cheese, but it's up there. I used to not care that much for grilled cheese. I used to think it was kind of just, eh. I have turned a new stone in very recent year. I think it's delicious. Pulled pork. Pulled pork shoulder, barbecue sauce, and coleslaw. Hey, listen, I might not have the coleslaw, but with my fries, you bet your sweet ass I've got. You can't see it, but there's pulled pork in here. It's under the cheese. I got a pulled pork sandwich with my freaking fries, man. I love pulled pork. It's such a great sandwich. Better than grilled cheese. But only just. I do love a good grilled cheese. Banh mi. Meat, pickled vegetables, cilantro, and mayo. I mean, it's got cilantro. I can't. I'm sorry. Like, I want to give it a chance. I want to think in my brain that I'd try it, but if you got cilantro in a sandwich, please leave. BLT, bacon, lettuce, tomato, and mayo? I didn't know that was a consistent thing. I'm not that big on tomato. Lettuce, I've become more and more acceptable with and of. But also, is that all bacon? What the hell's going on in this sandwich? There's so much red, and I think that's all either. That's like 8 layers of bacon. How much sandwich can one man eat? How much bacon? I mean, listen, I love bacon more than the next guy. I'm not putting an entire like $6 packs worth of bacon on my sandwich. That's insanity. That's not worth one sandwich. Like, bacon is like an extra meat. Unless you're eating like a breakfast sandwich, then it's your main. No, but then even then, it's extra to your eggs. The eggs is the main protein for a bacon, egg, and cheese, in my personal opinion. The bacon is just the additive that is there as like an extra protein, which is good. BLT bacon just doesn't. It's not enough to make its own big statement in the sandwich, in my opinion. But hey, bacon is delicious, and I do love bacon. An Italian sub. Cured meats? Is that what they call like lunch meat? Or something like that? Oil, vinegar, onion, and lettuce. Without the onion, I would eat this any day of the week. So I'm going to put it in A. It would be S without the onion. But because there's onion in it, I'm not that big of a fan. I think onion is good flavor, but horrible texture. So. And I eat with my mouth. And my mouth has texture. Thanksgiving. Turkey stuffing cranberry sauce? What the hell is wrong with people? First of all, turkey. I'd rather stuff my face full of cilantro before I eat even a slice of turkey. It's disgusting. But I really do feel like I should start turning a leaf on that because it's like a healthier meat. But I'm not gonna. I'd rather eat no meat than eat turkey. I gotta be honest there. Stuffing is okay. Stuffing's pretty good. Cranberry sauce? Why do you want it sweet? That's like such a gross. Like, it's not even a good thing. I think you're putting it on a not good thing and a pretty good thing. But something I've only recently come around to. So, overall, it just makes it. That's a terrible sandwich. And there's so much more on that than it says. Which makes me think there's even more. Just random. Like, just eat that all in one plate. It's a Thanksgiving meal. Why are you eating it all in one sandwich? That's insanity. Some things don't belong in a sandwich, and a whole Thanksgiving meal is definitely one of those. Now, this is a bold one, because I've not had lobster. But lobster, mayonnaise, and celery, I could see me liking that. Because know I've had lobster before. I've had a lobster bisque, which I've only had like a few spoonfuls of, because it's very sea tasting, but it's not bad. If that was on, if that was like on something, you put lobster, I think that could be delicious. But I've not had this lobster in like a roll before. I think this would be good though. I'm gonna put it in B because I haven't actually had it, but now that I remember, I've actually eaten and enjoyed lobster before. Well, in a bisque, which isn't really much of lobster. It's more kind of just tastes like salt water, which might just be what lobster tastes like. But I love salt water, so hey, put that shit in my mouth. Turkey club. Better than the Thanksgiving one, because at least you're using actual like sandwich ingredients. You know, you're not putting freaking cranberry sauce and stuffing on it like an insane person. Tuna salad and cheese? Man, I don't really like tuna. I don't like the smell of tuna. And that is enough to make me steer clear of it. I'm going to put it under Bobby. I'm not a fan. I can't bear it. I can't bear the smell. I couldn't eat a fish sandwich because then I would have to smell the fish on my mouth the rest of until I brush my teeth. I would need to do it immediately. It's disgusting. I hate the smell of fish. I hate the flavor of the fish that I've tried, which isn't much to be honest, but fish is not for me. It just ekes me out. Fried chicken. That's just a good sandwich. Finally, we're going back to some of the good ones. Sometimes a fried chicken sandwich isn't great, in which case a grilled cheese would actually be better than that. It really depends on where you get it from and who's making it and all the extra, like anything with chicken, you got to be careful. That can be made really well. It can be made terribly. You don't know until you bite it, which is truly a shame. Look at this guy. Why is he so small on camera? It looks like he's like 2 inches long. He's a big ass cat. Like he looks like he's non-existent. It looks like I could like peel it off of my freaking display and then this is a sticker. He doesn't look real. Dude's real. Soup. Hi, buddy. Hey. How are ya? How's the baby? Yeah, you're the baby. Hi, Soup. He saw his head move a little bit, right? He's a sweetie. He's real. Trust me, he's very, very real. Okay. Yeah, fried chicken can be good. Usually is. Pop this back up. Excuse me. Cheesesteak. I love a cheesesteak. It's one of the rare few sandwiches where you kind of get away with the onion, just with the texture of everything. It's very good. If it didn't have onion, it would be a lot better. But because it has onion, sometimes I don't really get the texture of the onion in there, and it's like pretty good. But if there's a really big chunk of onion, it ruins the sandwich for me. It honestly does. Ham, pork, Swiss cheese, pickles, and mustard. That sounds like a great. I don't really care much for the texture of pickle, but everything else in that sandwich and the taste of pickle is good. So as long as it's like I can like kind of like pretend the pickle's not there, pretty good. Or if I take the pickles off, I still get the texture. I still get the juices of the pickles left behind, and then it's literally like I'm eating a fantastic sandwich. That sounds delicious. I've not actually had this, but that sounds amazing. Put that right above the Italian sub, because which is kind of messed up because I do like Italian sub, but I feel like Italian sub is just if you're ordering an Italian sub, just a regular old like choose your meats, put some like sauce of like vinegar and some like you can make that at home. You can get the meats from like a store, and then you can make Italian subs for the entire week. That's how I would do that. I wouldn't order that. I would order everything else here from somewhere else, for sure. The Italian sub is just, it's not a very eventful or interesting sandwich, no matter how you spin it, but it's good. Meatball sub. Oh, I love a meatball sub. Meatballs, marinara sauce, and mozzarella. You put marinara on anything, it's jumping. It's jumping just because of the marinara. Meatballs can be very here or there depending on where you get it. I used to eat back in college. I would every day. I would go to Subway, like midnight, order a meatball sub, and just bang through all of my schoolwork that night. It was great. It was such a good time. Terrible sandwich, but I ate one every day. It was unreasonably good. It shouldn't have been good. I don't think I like the Subway sandwich meatballs as much as I used to a couple years ago, honestly, but it's pretty good. It's a pretty good sandwich. Croque monsieur. What the hell is this? Ham, bechamel, Gruyere, and Dijon mustard. Depending on what bechamel is, that could be good. That sounds good. I don't know why it's poured over the sandwich. I couldn't eat that. Put that in C, honestly. Like, it's like a sloppy Joe. You need to at least have, like, some part of the sandwich that you can grab. Otherwise, what the hell are you doing? You need like a fork and knife to eat a sandwich. That's not a good sandwich. Now, pulled pork, though. Pulled pork goes so hard. It's so good. Croque Madame. Ham bechamel gruyere Dijon with a fried egg on top. I mean, eggs good. Fried eggs, eh. Put that underneath the croque monsieur. Still don't know what bechamel is, or who he is, or what he's doing in my sandwich, but I respect him. Next up, we have the Reuben, which is corned beef, which automatically puts it at top of A. Swiss cheese, sauerkraut. Sauerkraut is very hit or miss. It's a bit of a miss for me, but it's everything else about the sandwich is good. Take the sauerkraut off, you got a good sandwich. But as it stands, it's I would probably rather have a Cuban. I'd probably rather have Mark Cuban, so I can pitch to him my toilet idea. But as it stands, we can go in A. That's all right. Some of these I've not heard of, but I love the ingredients are there because I can actually make a statement about it. And you got grilled meat, tomato, onion, and tzatziki. Oh, it's a gyro, gyro, however you pronounce it. My dad loved these, so I would be insane not to at least put it at top of B. However, because there's chunks of tomato, which is like eh, and there's chunks of onion, which is eh, put it at B. I'm gonna leave it at top of B. Nice soup. How are you, buddy? A little guy. Just a little guy. So sweet. Oh yeah. Overall, I'm not sure what tzatziki is, but hey, it looks good. It honestly does look good. Everything here, I would try at least once. The stuff I have not had, I would try at least once as is, and then I would like say, okay, maybe I like it without this or without that or without whatever, Like I would try it as it is. Except for the stuff down here. This stuff I would need drastic changes. I'd need like chicken instead of the turkey. I'd need anything other than tuna. Honestly, no. I'd rather try a tuna sandwich than eat a turkey sandwich. Is that messed up to say? And then this is the cilantro. Just get the cilantro out of there, and then we can like think about it. But there's honestly most of that just does not sound pleasant. I don't. But honestly, I mean, like, I'm starting to warm up to more vegetables, as incredibly sad as that sounds. Broccoli is pretty good. Po' boy. Fried seafood, lettuce, tomato, pickles, mayo, and hot sauce. Um, I mean, the tomato is the main thing. Then the pickles, it's not great. And the fried seafood, what kind of seafood is it? If it's like lobster, can go like below lobster, but if it's just like fish, it's like going like down there. So I'll split the difference and put it at bottom of C, but I don't feel good about that placement. It looks like a turd in front of a sandwich, which does not make me feel very happy. I gotta be real there. Caprese salad, mozzarella, tomato, basil, olive oil. Yeah, it's literally just the most like. This doesn't really feel like it's just like an upgraded grilled cheese, which is pretty dang good. Yeah, I mean, obviously the tomato, if it was marinara in there, but with it being tomato, I'm gonna bump it below cheesesteak, but it's pretty good. That's not a bad sandwich to have. Patty melt, ground beef patty, cheese, caramelized onions. I will say it. There are some situations where onions, you don't really taste them or you don't like feel them. For me, it's in a patty melt. I don't know if it's because they're caramelized. It might actually be an astute observation, but like they don't hit the same. Like there's times where you eat onion. Like I'll have like a pulled pork sandwich, or not like a pulled pork sandwich, but like a burger or something from like a restaurant, and it'll have onion in it, or like I'll have like a soup with onion in it, and I don't care at all because the onion is like it's like it's not like a crunchy weird texture. It's like like it just you can barely feel it. Like it's great. And patty melt can if it's good patty melt, that's how it is, and it's delicious. Egg salad, chopped boiled eggs, mayonnaise, and lettuce. I've not had this sandwich, but I do like eggs. Put it at top of B. I wouldn't go out of my way to eat this because I would rather just if I'm gonna have egg on a sandwich, I'd rather just have like a bacon, egg, and cheese. You know, like I've not had chopped boiled eggs in a sandwich before. That looks like just scrambled eggs in a sandwich, but that does sound like it could be pleasant. French dip. Roast beef sandwich dipped beef juice. I don't know what that means, but this looks like it's literally just a sandwich with an armadillo in it. Which I mean, I know it's beef, which I mean, top of A, I guess. If it's literally below cheesesteak, but if it's just a freaking thing of meat with like it's just like a juicy sandwich, dude, that doesn't sound bad at all. That sounds pretty damn good, but I wouldn't put it up there because I would like cheese on it or something. You know, like let's be real here. Peanut butter and jelly. I have a decision to make. Do I hate peanut butter more than I hate turkey? Because first of all, jelly is a league of its own. I don't necessarily hate it, but I don't really care for it. Like I'll have it, but it made me feel sick the last time I had jelly on a sandwich. So that's that. But do I hate it more than I hate turkey? And I honestly don't know that. I don't know the answer to that question. That's a doozy of a question. I don't know. Do I peanut butter or turkey? I think I would honestly rather try the peanut butter again. But I hate the smell of peanut butter. We'll do this. We'll still say turkey is overall the worst when you combine it with other terrible things. But turkey has a chance of redemption if you can hide it. Like a corn dog. Like most standard corn dogs from like State Fair brand have turkey in it. And I hate that. But I eat them anyway because I like corn dogs. So you can disguise turkey in a way that's good. You can't really do that with peanut butter. So I'm putting that down there. But it could still be the worst thing in the universe. And I'm okay with that. A torta. Steak, beans, lettuce, tomato, avocado, some other sixth thing. Sixth thing. Kabja. I've not had this. Steak, good. Beans, good. Lettuce, yeah, sure. Tomato, Avocado. I don't remember when the last time I tried it is, but I think I would like it. I don't know if I have tried avocado before, but I think I would like it. Whatever the hell Cobb just is, we'll put it at the bottom of B because there's some stuff in there that I don't necessarily think I would enjoy. But with that said, I feel like I would honestly rather have a croque monsieur. I think I'm gonna do some shuffling. I think I'm gonna put these guys up here, and I'm gonna bring lobster roll and torta down to C. Just because I feel like I'd rather. I don't even really know what bechamel is, but I would rather have that over a lobster roll. Like I'd rather try this and try a lobster roll. Which, there we go. That feels more right. That feels better. Because I still like the idea of a lobster roll. Roast beef. Ooh. Yes. With the horseradish. Yeah, that's it's not as good as those things. I would put it at bottom of S. Because roast beef can be delicious. It can be the best textured meat I've ever eaten in my entire life. I've never like roast beef sandwich is like top 5 sandwiches I've ever had. One day I went in to I think like a pizza place with my uncle or my cousin, one of the two, my godfather, And we got a roast beef sandwich. Each got a roast beef sandwich, and that was the best freaking sandwich I've ever eaten in my entire life. Top five. It's one of them for sure. So a good roast beef sandwich should be amazing. But then I've gotten like roast beef like cold cuts, and I've tried making sandwiches at home, and they just have like a weird sliminess to them sometimes, which make them insanely inedible. So I don't like I don't. It's a very 50-50 on whether I'll enjoy a roast beef sandwich, but a good roast beef sandwich is one of the best ones out there. Above patty melt. But like with fried chicken, it really depends. So we're gonna put them there. But I feel like you can get away with a bad fried chicken, where you can get away with a bad roast beef. So that's my reasoning there. French ham and salted butter. That's it. This is pretty damn good. Top of A. Just ham. Just a buttery ham sandwich. That sounds horrible for you, but it sounds great. Sounds great, man. I'm down for it. Tonkatsu, fried pork chop, mayo, torkatsu sauce. I'm not sure what torkatsu sauce is, or tonkatsu, but fried pork chop, mayonnaise, I'm firmly in the belief that I don't like it, but I can't taste it in a sandwich. So it's as if it doesn't exist in a sandwich. So I just kind of treat it as like vanilla paste. It's nothing. Yeah, put it there. Because I think I'm not that big on the sauerkraut. I don't know if I'm big on the tonkatsu sauce. So we're going to put it there. I'm okay with that. A Monte Cristo ham, good turkey. Oh, well, there you go. Sorry. Swiss cheese, fried and served with jam. What a weird fucking sandwich. It's the best turkey one that I've heard. Honestly, I'd probably rather have that over a tuna melt. Because I think the ham saves it. I think in this situation, you could get away with genuinely disguising the turkey. Because I don't think it holds as much flavor as the ham does. And then with the Swiss cheese, which is very strong cheese, you're not tasting the turkey. You can have a Monte Cristo with no turkey and a Monte Cristo with turkey and say, oh, these are the same sandwich. Someone needs to put a gun to my mouth and shoot me. Because I can't decide. I firmly believe that. Ham and cheese. Tried and true classic. It's great. It's fantastic. But it's like an Italian sub, dude. It's good, but like of course it's good. It's just stuff you like in a sandwich. You go to a shop and say, "Hey, I want these things in a sandwich," and like, okay, cool. And you eat it. Like, oh my god, this is delicious. Like, no shit. It's stuff that you like in a sandwich. Bagel with lox. Bagel, cream cheese, smoked salmon, onion. I've not had this, but I've smelled them. They're pretty good. Put them down here though, because I don't know if I'd eat it. Because again, salmon's one of those where I've had where it's like I can't remember it, but I don't remember liking it. Because if I liked it, I'd be eating more salmon. I gotta try more stuff. Salmon again. I need to try salmon again. 'Cause it's been a few years since I've had salmon, and even then, I doubt it was very good salmon. So, falafel pita, falafel, lettuce, tomato, onion, cucumber. Bro, you're losing me on the extras. You're losing me on the extras. Cucumber in a sandwich? Ah, cucumber tea. Just cucumber in a sandwich? Dude, I'm not a guinea pig. Like, brother, that sounds terrible. Yeah, I mean, it's put that down up there because hummus is all right. Falafel's all right, pretty good. But the onion and the cucumber do not sell that for me. And with the tomato as well, it's just chicken salad, chopped chicken, mayo, and celery. I mean, I've not had chicken salad. Honestly, I'd put it here and put it there. It's like it doesn't look appetizing. It's just a big ball of meat, but it's like a big like slab of like gooey meat. Like that doesn't. I don't know. I think that's one of the main reasons I don't like tuna. It's just a weird, like they call it meat, but it's just like a paste. And it's just why. Veggie and hummus, cucumber again. Look at the cucumber. This isn't again. This is. There's no meat in this sandwich. What are you doing? Get it down there. See, this is what I'm interested. Bologna and mustard. I even see some cheese on the print, but it's not listed. With that said, I think light bologna and American cheese on Stroman's potato bread is the best home sandwich you could make. With that said, if we're talking about actual sandwiches, it goes like there. Again, I can't. It depends on the bologna. In which case, I would go below fried chicken, but above roast beef. Because even with just like light bologna, you can't get anymore. So I use regular bologna now, which is still good. It's not the best, but it's good. Beef bologna, not that great, but it's like I'd rather have that than a bad roast beef sandwich. You know, I think that's the worst bologna sandwich is with the regular beef bologna. The worst roast beef sandwich is like vomit in my mouth. So I'd rather have a bad bologna than a bad roast beef. But I feel like a bad fried chicken, it still would at least be more sustenancy than a bologna sandwich, if that makes sense. Italian beef, roast beef, green peppers, and gardeners. You're putting your gardener in the sandwich. That's messed up. Peppers are good. I've turned a leaf on peppers. I used to not really care for the texture of pepper. I still don't exactly, but I do like it. I did like the flavor more than I hate the texture. So I've been getting more into peppers. So I'd put it like up here next to the Cuban for the same reason with the pickles, you know. But I wouldn't pluck off the peppers, you know. I'd pluck off the pickles, but I wouldn't pluck off the peppers. It goes. We'll stop there because that is the point where the things in the sandwich don't eke me out. Like I could eat any of these sandwiches exactly how you make them for me, and I'd probably enjoy them. Up to the Italian beef, in which case the peppers are like, I'll eat it and I'll still enjoy it. But like once you go past that, I'm like, can we like take off some of this tomato? Can we take off these pickles? There's some stuff that I'm being picky about. Kentucky hot brown, turkey, bacon, tomato, Monday sauce. What the hell is Monday sauce? It's the worst day of the week according to people. Why'd you put that on a sandwich? And it starts with turkey. But yeah, it's probably better than a turkey club. But no, it's like an open faced piece of garbage. What is that? That's not a sandwich. Open faced sandwiches are a crime. I don't think anyone should eat those. I think that is a terrible. Oh, they can eat them, but don't call it a sandwich. If you're calling that a sandwich, you're lying to yourself, which is a bad habit. Jamon, that's just Spanish ham. Bread rubbed with cut tomato. Wait, so you don't? That is like the best thing ever. What? Wait, what? Wait, so you're telling me they just put ham on a sandwich with bread? You put ham in bread, and you just rub tomato on that, like it's like you're grating cheese? You don't get the weird tomato texture. You get the pretty alright tomato flavor. Dude, that's a pretty good win. I still think I'd prefer that over it though. But that doesn't sound bad at all. That really doesn't sound that bad. There we go. There's a cheesesteak. I think I think this stays there. I think cheesesteak gets bumped up. Because I feel like cheesesteak is in an unjust position on that list underneath the ham and butter sandwich. But there we go. That's good. That's better. Two more. And sorry guys, but liverwurst and cucumber tea, they're not going very high. Um Cucumber pickles? Is it cucumber and pickles or is it cucumber pickles? Is that a thing? Is cucumber pickle a thing? I thought they were just the same vegetable. Are pickles not cucumbers? Are pickles not just pickled cucumbers? Because now I'm confused. Is pickle its own vegetable? What is a pickle? The most common is pickled cucumber. Okay. Yes. I am not insane. Thank goodness. Um, I mean, I'd rather have it over tuna. And this, I guess I would put there. I put it there, actually. No, yeah. There's meat on this at least, but cilantro, I can't. I think this is good. Somehow, I'm actually really upset that there are as many horrible sandwiches as there are pretty dang good sandwiches. Like, I think the overwhelming majority is mid and below than on the top, which is surprising to me. 'Cause I thought I love that. I have 19 up here and 21 down here. That's really sad. That's really dang sad. But overall though, I would say a lot of these could go up. If I try them, I'd probably put I think up to like bagel and lox. Like bagel with lox if I tried them. Or like I have like a good one. I would like is there something again like croque monsieur I've not tried. Lobster roll I've not tried. Chicken salad I have not tried. Salmon's been a while. If I had them again, they were good. They could go up to like A at least. Everything below that, like torta and beyond. So maybe we do this because I think torta and beyond is where I start to say, all right, buddy, you might be getting a little too big for your boots. I think that's more fair. I think that is more fair because I would be willing to enjoy. I could probably enjoy these. I don't know about these. Like just being honest, just being real. I think this is the best it's gonna get. I think it really is. So let's see the community ranking of the sandwich. I'm really curious. I think. Hold on, can I go back to the template? I think this is going to be up there. I could see these two being up here. Meatball subs very very hit or miss. Roast beef's probably up there. Fried chicken's probably up there. Ham and cheese is probably up there. I would probably say out of all of these, the turkey club's probably up there because people are insane. PB&J might honestly be PB&J is probably number one, isn't it? No, it's actually not up there at all. It's where is PB&J? Where's PB&J? Oh, it's top of A. Okay, that's fair. Yeah, fried chicken, grilled cheese is up there. Good for grilled cheese. Italian sub makes sense. Pulled pork. I'm glad pulled pork is up there. Gyro. I gotta try a gyro. Like my dad loved those things. Bacon, egg, and cheese deserves. Honestly, meatball sub being high A, that makes me happy. BLT, there's a turkey club. I expected at least one turkey sandwich to be up here. Honestly, with the top, I'm not mad about anything, generally speaking. I think peanut butter is disgusting, so I wouldn't eat it, but I understand why everybody loves this sandwich. It's a tried and true. It's a classic. It's a staple. Turkey club. I hate turkey, but I mean, at least it's like the least offensive turkey sandwich on there. Even though I would probably rather have a Monte Cristo, which is down here. That's fine. The one that I thought would be good, that is down here, is the jamon bread rubbed with cut tomato, which I'm not too surprised about. Just straight up bologna being in C is a bit bologna to me, but I mean, hey, it is what it is. You know? Okay. I think we had one queued up. This will be the last one that we do. This is the math functions tier list. I'm basing them solely off of how cool they look. I'm not going to base them at all on how mathy they are. So absolute value, the fact that a line can go two ways. The first time I saw an absolute value blew my mind, and I still think it's pretty dang cool. Circle, that's if you can get a line to just make a freaking circle. I don't even know if you can, but if you can, that's awesome. It needs to be like several, maybe, but that's awesome. Combination, look at that. It's like you're playing with like a string going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and like the loop kind of gets smaller and smaller and smaller as you wiggle it. It's pretty cool. Cosecant, pretty dang cool. It's like a little ghost party, you know, everyone's having a little rave. And secant is literally like, I'm sorry, but these are practically the same thing. I know that with the secant, it starts like on the y-axis where they don't. But like, come on. They're basically the same. And it's basically this just two ghost parties going on next to each other, which is pretty damn cool. Cosine. I like cosine. I like that it's wrapping around the x-axis. I think that's pretty dang cool. Sine does the same thing, so we'll pop that in there. The only difference, again, is where it intersects with the y-axis. But, hey, you know, They're pretty cool. They're pretty cool lines. They're pretty funky little worm guys. What? I have not seen all of these. I didn't know a square root line. Oh, I know. I knew it was a square root line. I've seen this before. It's eh. It's okay. Linear, as boring as it is, I do kind of like it. It's just really satisfying to watch it just chop the thing in half, no matter where you're placing it, basically. Like even if it's like 1/3 there, 1/3 there, it's still gonna be half. It just depends on where you plop it. So you're basically cutting the infinite spectrum of numbers in half with every line, every linear line you make, which I think is incredibly cool. Cotangent and tangent are just like zebras, and we have zebras already, so that's not that cool. Cubic is like a little guy like chucking a piece of trash that dumps at the trash can. It's like across the room. He's kind of cool, but like these are just a bunch of them. Quadratic is just an absolute value, but it's like it's slopey. It's like it's curved, which on paper, well, on theory is fantastic. On paper is impossible to draw without my teachers getting mad at me for not being able to draw curved lines proportionally, which is just fuck you. Why is that a thing that I have to draw in math? Why can't like I get placing the points where they belong, but once you have my points, you know where the freaking thing is. I'm sorry that I drew it a little like instead of going I went and like I curved it a little bit. I know it's a wrong shape, but I'm a child. You know where the points are. Base it off the points. It's stupid. Makes me mad. Polynomial. What the hell is happening here? It's like the stock market crash. That's sad. Reciprocal. Star-crossed lovers never meant to touch again. That's really sad. Logarithmic is just a flatter square root, which makes me like it a little bit less. Exponential. Exponential is just a freaking quadratic, but it's like more, which just makes me feel sad again. And then rational. It's fine. It's whatever. I'm not too if, ands, or buts about it. What does everyone else think, though? Wow. Wow, I've never been more wrong. Secant and cosecant down there? I mean, I guess trying to draw one of those would be impossible. So what I guess constant quadrant. Linear being S. I respect that. Cosine and sine being there. I respect it. I respect it. The rest of these are nonsense, though. I can't respect half of that shit. Alright, with that, I think I am done for today. Unfortunately. I want to keep going, but again, I've been called in early. I gotta make sure that I can like get where I gotta go. I have a new message. Okay, well I should look at that. It's for something that's probably important. So I'm gonna hop out. It's been fun. It's been a very fun day. Tomorrow we're gonna play an actual game. Hopefully, assuming everything stays the same. We'll find out. Either way, y'all, have a fantastic rest of your day, and I'll see you next time. Bye now.